Hey, sports porchers! It's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with Game 6. Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Well, tonight was your classic Carolina Hurricane loss. The Carolina Hurricanes came into Pittsburgh and took care of business, and they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-1. There's a lot of things to be concerned about in this game, and there are some things that you can take as something to really build upon. Let's talk about what we can build upon first, and that would be Yoel Bloomquist. I know he lost. I know he gave up 4 goals, but I promise you, if you go back and watch this game, he could have easily given up 8 goals. The Penguins were just that bad. I mean, I love the fact that the Carolina Hurricanes play this systematic game. It reminds me of the Devils of the 90s. It really does. Where the Devils would just crush you. They would not let you get any flow. And that's what happened to the Penguins. About midway through the game, the Pittsburgh Penguins were being outshot like 20-10. And it looked like it. It really did it. And it felt like it. And the only bright shining star tonight was in the first period when Drew O'Connor scored that goal. The Penguins were already being outshot like 5-1 or 5-2. I think Drew maybe scored on the second shot, and it was a great shot by Drew O'Connor. And I'm so happy to see him in his second year, really just taking the puck. And if you go back and look at that goal, the puck wasn't on the ice. Somehow that puck kind of came up to his blade, and he just ripped it right by the goalie, Anderson. I thought that was a really good goal for Joe O'Connor. I'm really happy to see him already have 3 goals on the season. I think good things are going to happen for Drew this season. That being said, that was the only bright spot tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins, maybe, they were being, a little let down after that Wednesday. There was so much emotion going on in that Wednesday game. I am not giving excuses for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I promise you that I am not. There's a lot of bad to take away from this game. And I'm not really going to go through each goal individually because I think that, the 2 for 4 on the power play is all you really know about the Carolina Hurricanes. They play a systematic game, and when their power play, when their special teams are on, and they were on tonight, they are definitely going to beat you. I have nothing bad to say about the Hurricanes. They really just have a really good system that they play. I thought Dmitry Orlov was spectacular tonight. I thought he did a great job of shutting down Sid. I thought he did an excellent job of frustrating the Penguins. You could see Sid get a little frustrated at the end with Chatfield, but you know what? Chatfield, screw that guy. That guy's a piece of garbage, honestly. I think he's a good player, and he's certainly not dirty. But I don't really care about him so much. So the Penguins lose tonight 4-1. Let's get to what I think may be a problem for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And it's 2 things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is their home record. 1-2. You can see it right there. 1-2. 1-2 at home, and they were a -8 goals against, 7 goals for, 15 goals against. 15 goals against. That's ridiculous. That's way too many goals in average of 5 goals a game in 3 games. That's not going to win you very many games. That's not going to put butts in the seats. And honestly, the one thing I did notice tonight also was there were a lot of empty seats. And tonight was bobblehead night for Mario Lemieux. And I saw a lot of empty seats. I know they're only giving away 75 bobbleheads. But I'm sorry, I said 75. 7,500 bobbleheads, which isn't, not for everybody. So you don't have to, not everybody was getting a bobblehead tonight, but still, if you have to rely upon Mario Lemieux bobbleheads to get butts into the seats, that's going to be a problem for the Pittsburgh Penguins moving forward for their organization and the FSG in particular. The second thing I'd like to highlight is tonight is that against playoff teams, they are 0-3, and they have a minus 11 goals against. 14 goals against, 3 goals for. They don't seem to be able to score against playoff teams. And this goes back to when they were making the playoffs. And I know that's ancient history for you Pittsburgh Penguins fans, but that is something that they're definitely going to have to work on moving forward. So, tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins lose. And really a laugher. I mean, I'm kind of happy it was a Friday night game. I was able to have a few drinks and just kind of relax and enjoy the game. But there was not much to enjoy about this game unless you're a Carolina Hurricanes fan. If you are, congratulations. You got a pretty good team. I know they only have played 3 games, and Pittsburgh's played, this is their 6th game, so they've played double the amount of games. But I think Carolina is definitely a playoff team. I like the way they I don't like the way they play, to be honest with you. I don't think they play wide open enough, but hey, it works for them. I don't know what to say other than that. Pittsburgh Penguins lose, and we will be back on Sunday. You know what? We have to play a Sunday afternoon game in Winnipeg, which seems weird because West Coast games, I lose all sleep when it comes to West Coast games. That's right. I'll be here for all 4 West Coast games for you. I promise. Fortunately, the first one will be, it must be like a noon game or 1 o'clock in the afternoon game in Winnipeg. Pens are flying out there tonight, but they don't play till Sunday, which will be very strange because we get to see a Pittsburgh Penguins game in the afternoon and a Pittsburgh Steelers game in the evening, which seems kind of weird, but hey, that's the way it works sometimes in this game that we call the NHL. And Pittsburgh Penguins lose tonight. So keep the faith. Let's go, Pens. And I will see you Sunday afternoon when the Pittsburgh Penguins start their 4-game West Coast trip in Winnipeg against the Jets. I will see you then.